Personally, I don't particularly enjoy when the majority of people like the same things as I do. On one hand, the creator of an intellectual property gets what he deserves for making something particularly interesting. On the other, I just know someone is waiting around the corner with a particular flavor of stupid to give his 2 cents on the story. I want the games that I play to be successful. I truly do. It's the people that try to use their social media, influencer, streamer, selfish opinions as a weapon to influence the game, movie, television series, etc. Of course, opinions and constructive criticism are necessary for the development of something good. However, not all opinions should be taken seriously. Recently, I have come across so many accounts of people commenting on games where they clearly have no intellectual capacity to actually criticize the game. One such account said something along the lines of, "Players that play single-player story games are goofy or weird." Now, I'm paraphrasing. I genuinely can't find this video again, and I don't really care enough to go look for it. But anyway, the actual fuck is wrong with you if you believe that? Games have always had a story element. The vast majority of media has a story. Movies, television series, books, comics, fucking songs used to have stories tied to them. What makes you think any video game wouldn't have a story? Why would a game be different? Because they're interactive? Because you only play the same 3 low complexity slop games every week? Cough, cough, 2K, cough, Call of Duty, cough, cough, cough. I don't believe he was a real gamer, because a real one, an OG, a homie, a playa, would know that this is inherently a brain dead statement. Which is why I want to coin a new term, a new category to classify gamers into segregation and ultimately a civil war. My dearest Annabelle, I write to you in hopes that you send more nudes, Doritos, and Mountain Dew. That term is COVID Wave Gamer. I know, I'm sick of hearing that word too. But in this context, I think it has a vitally important reason. As we all know, gaming gained popularity during the quarantine and lockdown. Gaming has had a low barrier of entry and ultimately bored people around the world, primarily America, joined the gaming community, playing games like Call of Duty, Fortnite, and any other game that was publicly seen as a mainstream game to play. Personally, my brother and I clocked in about 1,000 hours total playing Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead Redemption. Now, I am using this term in negative lighting because I do not like these people. Unlike ball and gun gamers, another commonly used term recently picking up steam, COVID wave gamers are different, more vocal about their half-baked opinions, with very little gaming experience behind it, very little understanding of what makes games fun, very little gaming literacy, what makes gaming the trillion-dollar industry it is today. Not the live service model, not microtransactions, no. An interactive story with satisfying controls and a suspension of reality purely for entertainment, like blowing up cars with only a machine gun, figuring out puzzles with a gun that rips through time and space, creating portals, or shooting fucking lightning out of your hands. There was a plague in the online gaming community, and I do mean strictly the online gaming community. And to sum it up in my usually eloquently stated commentary, they are dickless losers that generally dislike most functions of games because they aren't addicted to the game, but to the naturally addictive elements hidden within the game. Borderline gambling functions, stimulating graphics, and the social dependency of multiplayer mechanics. A need for having the most popular skin and being hip with everyone else, i.e., Battlefield 6, Arc Raiders, Call of Duty Warzone, Fortnite, etc. Basically, the people addicted to live service games. Now, I don't mean if you play a certain popular game, you're not a real gamer. No, that's ridiculous. You can play whatever game you want. But when you start giving stupid and tone-deaf suggestions that show a lack of understanding on what makes the game what it is supposed to be, then yes, you are a COVID wave gamer. If you only play the game because everyone else is playing it. If you pay hundreds of dollars into a game in microtransactions to get the next best skin, to stunt on the broke players, to not play the game for the joy and fun it brings you, but because it's the most popular multiplayer game out there. No, a COVID Wave gamer is not a streamer by default, but using guesstimation, and I am fucking lowballing this estimation, I would say that about 60% of streamers go under this classification. The majority of bullshit statements about gaming have been from streamers, because I do believe they suck, not just as gamers, but as people. A COVID Wave gamer plays whatever's popular, whether it's Arc Raiders or Battlefield 6, the latest reskinning of Call of Duty, whatever is circulating on TikTok and Instagram Reels. Now, it may seem I'm getting off track for a minute, but bear with me. I'm getting to the main point soon. Xbox likes to say that their biggest competition isn't other gaming systems and platforms, even though Microsoft seems to break the operating system every fucking month, but it's TikTok and other short form content, and I agree with that statement. I don't actually believe it's because of the COVID quarantine that gamers fucking suck. I think it's people who have fried their brain cells by mostly consuming short form content, as opposed to actually having the patience and the mental integrity to actually sit down and give a game that isn't meant to be played in its entirety in 30 minutes their attention. People today have a severe lack of ability to give something their attention anymore. The only way we can ensure the future of entertainment content isn't full of low quality, low effort, low attention retaining slop. It's if we make a constant effort to make long form content more popular again. That means single player, story focused games, movies, and fuck, maybe even try reading a book for once. Not long ago, I saw a study where they were studying the effects of gaming and the human brain. And not surprisingly, action-based games with complex game mechanics yielded higher brain activity, better hand-eye coordination, faster reaction time, etc. Gaming can be an actual mental workout if you play the games that aren't going to ruin your attention span. So to promote this change, here is a list of games you, possibly COVID wave gamer, can play and actually use your brain to play them. And they aren't just low effort, short attention span slop. New and old, in no particular order, with no particular genre. Here we go. The Dishonored series, Deathloop, The Last of Us, Uncharted, the Fable series, the Dragon Age series, Cairn, the Borderlands series, the Dead Island series, Divinity Original Sin, the Far Cry series, Gears of War, Halo, Hellblade, Jagged Alliance, Hotline Miami, Let It Die, the Max Payne trilogy, the Metro series, Noida, Path of Exile, Prey, the Tomb Raider series, the Sniper Elite series, literally any Resident Evil game ever, State of Decay, the Spellforce series, the Total War franchise, the Wolfenstein series, System Shock, Pacific Drive, the Mafia series, 007 First Light, Chronos the New Dawn, Witchfire, Little Nightmares, Reanimal, the Witcher series, the Alters, the Pathologic series, the Amnesia series, Rue Valley, Routine, Murdered Soul Suspect, Brutal Legend, Arma, the Call to Arms series, the Gothic 1 remake or the original games, The Blood of Dawnwalker, Control, Control Resonant, Manhunt, the upcoming Marvel's Blade by Arcane Studios, which I am dying to play, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, A Way Out, Split Fiction, Stardew Valley, Hollow Knight, No Rest for the Wicked, Holston, Zero Parades for Dead Spies, Disco Elysium, Cry of Fear, Dead Space, Signalis, the Metal Gear Solid series, Callisto Protocol, Vampire, the Splinter Cell series, the Ghost Recon series, Starfield, Starbound, the Fallout series, Alan Wake, the Hitman franchise, Endless Legend, Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2, the Grand Theft Auto franchise, Cultic, Bulletstorm, the Doom series, High on Life, the Outer Worlds, Ghost of Tsushima, the Half-Life series, Terraria, Portal 1 and 2, Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 and 2, GTFO, Sea of Thieves, Hell Let Loose, Crimson Desert, Dragon's Dogma 1 and 2, Dying Light, It Takes Two, the Saints Row series, Quantum Break, Rise, Son of Rome, God of War series, God Save Birmingham, Samson, Into the Dead Our Darkest Days, the Infamous series, Ratchet and Clank, the Psychonauts, Jak and Daxter, Sly Cooper, and Bell's Fanfare. There is no shortage of games out there you can try, or at least explore new genres. Actually gain some literacy when it comes to other games. Stop being so closed-minded about games. And stop comparing media to media where the comparison doesn't align. Take a game as it is, at face value. Compare itself to your experience with it. If you don't like it, don't play it. But your opinion on it probably isn't as valuable as you think. Because the guy that absolutely loves what you hate probably doesn't want to fucking hear it. And I'm not saying you specifically that may be watching are this sad poser stereotype, so don't take this personal. I want gamers to be fucking gamers again. Not these hard to please, whiny children they've become. Play games because you love them. Because you want to experience something, whether it's a fantastic story, an immersive world, amazing characters, or just to experience human creativity. Not because you need to, not because there's nothing better to do. Play for yourself and nobody else. Have fun and quit being a pussy.